Hey guys, it's Adam with Shield and Sword Academy. Hey, today we are going to go to the range and test and compare 3 different muzzle brakes. The first one we're going to compare it to is the A2 Birdcage, which is this guy right here. I'll do some up closes in a second. This is pretty much what you find standard on almost every single AR right out of the box. It's just the standard thing that comes with it. These can be found as cheap as $13. I've even seen one at a gun show for $5. So they're pretty cheap, easy to come by, and pretty much everyone has probably at least one AR with this brake on it. We're also going to compare it to the Lantac Dragon. I would say this is probably the industry standard when you're talking about an aftermarket accessory in terms of a brake. So if you're looking at aftermarket accessories, this is generally what you find on a lot of rifles. Again, we'll do up close and personal in a second here. And then we're going to compare those to this third one, which is the Great Lakes Tactical Commander. This is new to the market. So far, I like it. And we are going to see how it does compared to the status quo, which is the A2 Birdcage, and then the industry standard, which is, I would say, the Lantac Dragon. So let's do some up closes and personals here. So here is where we have the Birdcage. You've all probably seen one of these guys. On the bottom, it's completely blocked off, and on the top, you see little vents, little rib type things. Then you've got the Lantac Dragon. Now this one has side slits on both sides and portholes in the top, with like the Birdcage, the bottom being solid. Then we compare that to the Great Lakes Tactical Commander. This one is, there's 3 of these large ports and also 3 small, I guess, they're ports also, they're real slender, these ones right here. So this one lines up on the top, and then you've got 1, 2, 3 large ports. And the large port goes on the bottom, and the small slit rides up on the top, center line. So we are going to compare these. I'm also going to do an installation of the Great Lakes Tactical Commander. But those are 3 rifles. They're all 16-inch rifles. They are all pretty much exactly the same. The one on the right that the Commander's on is just a lightweight barrel with a free float rail. The middle one is a PSA 16-inch upper, and the one on the left is a PSA 16-inch upper with just the basic handguard and A2 front sight. This also is a PSA upper. It's just a little bit different with the lightweight rail, Midwest Industries rail. So we're going to compare them all. We're going to see how they do and just see if there's really any difference between these. Maybe there's not even any difference, but we're going to check that out and see what they are. These all do have red dots on them. Not that it matters whatsoever, because the red dots are not going to be what we're comparing here. But just so you guys can see, so we've got on this rifle right here, which is going to have the Commander on it, we have a Holosun red dot from Primary Arms. I did a review on that. It's gotten tons of views. That's probably one of the best sights on the market for its price range in the $190, $200 area. Then we have an aim point here, a micro. And we have one of the old style Primary Arms red dots with the kill flash on it. Everything else is pretty much the same, with the exception of this stock being one of the Magpul, I forget they're even called like ACSs or something like that. So next thing you guys are going to see is we'll be out on the range, and we're going to compare these brakes. So see you guys at the range. All right, guys. Now we are going to put on our Great Lakes Tactical Commander muzzle brake. So I've taken off the A2 Birdcage flash hider, and I'm now going to put on our crush washer. I have already taken some lube and lubed up these threads, and I've kind of washed them off as much as I can in terms of getting the dirt and grime out of them. You can still see there's some on there, but not nearly as much as what was. So I put that crush washer on there, start threading this guy on. A little bit more into your guys' view. Alright, so we want one of these small slits to be parallel with the, you know, right in line with the top of the barrel. So we are going to have to, this is kind of hard with the camera in the way, we are going to have to crank this guy over a little bit. And you want to, when you start going one way, you want to back off a little bit and loosen it back up. So let me go back around, then we loosen her up a little bit. And it's just really awkward with the camera in the way. Trying to get this here. And then we tighten her back up. Then we gotta loosen her back up a little. Alright. And this ought to be the last one. Alright, so I'm still a little bit off. This is the slit right here. I know it's a little bit hard to see in the camera. So we are going to go just a little bit more to try to get that puppy right in line. And we're just eyeing this up, guys. You know, I don't have like some kind of laser thing that's helping me here. I'm just kind of lining it up by eye and seeing where I am. So there's the printing on the barrel, and that kind of almost is there. I want to go just a little bit more. You know, my eye is saying just a little bit more. And I would say that is darn near perfect, guys. So that's all it is. It's super easy. I'm going to show you guys what I use to hold this thing steady. This is not some kind of elaborate setup here. So all it is let me loosen this thing up, guys. Oop, wrong way here. My bench is really messy, so ignore that. All it is a vise. Cheap, simple, Tractor Supply vise. And you'll see I scuffed up my rail a little bit. Not something I'm really interested in, so that's why I use the vise that I do. Mostly it's the towel. You can see me actually brushing some of the towel out of there. I use a towel just to help it, but there's that end result. And looks pretty darn good. Sorry, I'll zoom out over here. So that's all it takes, guys. It's that simple. So I hope you guys enjoy the range portion, but that's the install. Hey guys, it's Adam here from Shield & Sword Academy. Hey, today we are going to do a comparison with muzzle brakes. The first one we're going to do here is going to be the A2 Birdcage. Then we have a Lantac Dragon, and then we have the Great Lakes Tactical Commander. We did a quick video on this before dealing with 7.5 inch uppers, and that's like a worst case scenario trying to suppress the flash and the muzzle rise on 7.5. So now we have three 16-inch uppers. Almost all of them are identical, and the only difference is going to be really is our muzzle brake. So we're going to try out and see the different rises we get out of these guys. Alright guys, that's our 16-inch with the A2 Birdcage. Next one we're going to try is going to be the Lantac Dragon. So let me gas up the next one, guys. Hey guys, now we're here with a 16-inch upper with the Lantac Dragon brake. Let's see how this one compares. Alright guys, last one here will be the the Great Lakes Tactical Commander. So let's see how this one compares out.